Bitcoin is not the physical coin you see on the thumbnail for this video. Bitcoin is not a scam or a Ponzi scheme. Bitcoin is a digital currency which allows people to exchange value over the internet. Bitcoin is both digital value and the network by which that value is stored and transferred. What makes Bitcoin unique is that it is decentralized. So what does that mean? Well, money as you know it is issued from a central location, known as a central bank or reserve bank, in other words, from the government. This type of money is called fiat currency, and if the government runs out of it, they can just print more of it, and they do, all the time. And this causes things priced in that currency to inflate. Unlike fiat currency, Bitcoin is finite, and there is no central location from which Bitcoin is distributed. Instead, Bitcoin exists across a network of computers around the world, and this network is what helps make Bitcoin decentralized. This decentralization is revolutionary. Just like the internet allows for the free exchange of information, Bitcoin allows for the free exchange of money. Bitcoin is in fact the internet of money. Bitcoin enables people to be their own bank. Money can then be exchanged without the need for a middleman, and without having to ask permission or divulge personal information. This means that as long as an individual has access to the internet and a device to use it on, they can participate in the Bitcoin economy. What gives Bitcoin value? Bitcoin has value because people believe it has value. This belief is based on factors like Bitcoin's scarcity, its utility, and its increasing adoption by individuals, businesses, and even nations. Money issued by fiat has no intrinsic value. It only has value because the government says it has value, and all of us go along with that. How does Bitcoin work? Bitcoin operates on blockchain technology. Blockchain is an open distributed ledger that can record transactions between two parties in a way that is transparent and secure. A blockchain is made up of many blocks of data chained together. In the case of Bitcoin, the data in a block is made up of transactions. When a Bitcoin transaction occurs, it is broadcast to special Bitcoin computers called nodes. These nodes then add the transaction to their copy of the ledger and broadcast a group of transactions in the form of a block to all other nodes on the network. This synchronization prevents double spending and prevents anyone from spending coins they don't have. The blocks are validated on the network through a consensus algorithm called proof of work, and the nodes that do this work are called miners. Blocks are validated about every 10 minutes. Why 10 minutes? Well, it takes the miners about that long to solve a cryptographic puzzle called a hash. In order to solve the hash, miners must use resources in the form of computational power to guess the hash. The hash in a block is a long string of random letters and numbers. This is like a digital fingerprint. Any change to the contents of a block results in a rescrambling of the block's hash, making it invalid. A successful guess of the hash awards the miner with a predetermined number of Bitcoin. This is the only way Bitcoins can be created. The number of Bitcoins awarded for solving the hash gets lower over time, and the difficulty also gets harder over time, as more computational power is added to the network. When the last Bitcoins have been mined, there will be 21 million Bitcoins in existence, but this won't happen until the year 2140. This is what makes Bitcoin scarce. How is Bitcoin stored? Bitcoin is stored in a digital wallet, which can be either a software wallet in the form of an app on a smartphone, or a hardware wallet similar to a USB drive. The wallet contains a private key which is used to access and manage the Bitcoins associated with the wallet's public address. It's important to keep the private key secure and to make backups of the wallet, as a lost private key would mean that the Bitcoins cannot be accessed. Who invented Bitcoin? The name Satoshi Nakamoto is believed to be a pseudonym for the individual or groups of individuals who created the original Bitcoin white paper in 2008. They continued to work on the project until 2010 when they handed over the network and open source code to other Bitcoin developers. Since then, the true identity of Satoshi Nakamoto has not been revealed, and their whereabouts are unknown. The Bitcoin white paper was first published on October 31, 2008, in a cryptography mailing list. The paper was titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, and it claimed through blockchain to have solved the double spending problem, an obstacle to earlier iterations of cryptographic currency. The first Bitcoin software was released in 2009, and the first Bitcoins were issued to Nakamoto as a reward for mining the first block of the Bitcoin blockchain, also known as the Genesis block. Due to Bitcoin's transactional transparency, Nakamoto's wallet address reveals its contents to have over 1 million Bitcoin, yet these coins have never moved. It is possible that the person using the name Satoshi Nakamoto has died or lost access to their keys. Why was Bitcoin created? Bitcoin was created as a response to the financial crisis of 2008. Nakamoto outlined his reasons for creating Bitcoin in the original Bitcoin white paper. The root problem with conventional currency is all the trust that's required to make it work. The central bank must be trusted not to debase the currency, but the history of fiat currencies is full of breaches of that trust. Banks must be trusted to hold our money and transfer it electronically, but they lend it out in waves of credit bubbles with barely a fraction in reserve. We have to trust them with our privacy and trust them not to let identity thieves drain our accounts. Satoshi Nakamoto. Bitcoin was created to provide an alternative to traditional banking and financial systems, to give more power to individuals, and to create a more efficient, transparent, and decentralized financial system. We hope you enjoyed this video about Bitcoin. Please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.